Cheap dopamine. You've all heard of it. You know what it is. It's porn, it's social media, junk food, all these things that kind of give you a reward without you having to earn it. It's crazy how that works. And it's one of those things that has weakened the population, especially men all around the world, where they know that they can just log on to Pornhub to see a pair of tits rather than having to go out there, charm a woman, to get her naked, to have sex with her or impregnate her. And we've come to that point in society where, dopamine is easily accessible. You can just log on to TikTok or IG or whatever it is and get that reward without having to work for it, which is crazy. That's why people are weak today. That's why people are unable to do the work that needs to be done to get to the next level in life, because they know they don't have to work. The dopamine is already there. They can just get it. It's within arm's length. It's within seconds of just taking up your phone, unlocking it. There's the dopamine. So this is why you need to reprogram your brain today. Let's get into it. Why are you underachieving? You're underachieving for the reasons that I just talked about. You have fried dopamine receptors. You're always on IG, you're always on TikTok, you're watching porn, you're eating junk food, you're doing things you're not supposed to do, which is fucking up your reward system. It has caused a poor reward system within your mind. You know that you don't have to do the work to be rewarded. You can just pick up your phone and there's the reward. So what this does to your brain is your brain now knows, I don't have to struggle, I don't have to go through the pain to get the reward. So why do the work? Why actually sit down and do the work that needs to be done? That's actually going to advance your life forward. There's no reason to do that because I can just pick up my phone. That's it. Why struggle when I can just pick up my phone? Why go out there and charm a woman and meet up with her and be funny and pay for dinner and do all these things that you should be doing in the first date to sleep with a woman when you can just log on to Pornhub? And this is what's messed up. People have poor reward systems. And that's why they're unable to do the boring work. Because why would they do it? They've trained their brain that they can be rewarded without struggling. So why do the boring work, right? Our brains work on rewards. Your brain needs a reward. Your brain is not going to work if the reward is not there. And when you have cheap dopamine accessible, you don't need the reward you get from working hard. You already have the reward from social media. That's why when you're addicted to social media, when you're addicted to this cheap dopamine and this instant gratification, work will feel horrible. It will feel like, I don't want to do this. I'm not getting anything out of it. Obviously, the reward is not the end outcome. It's not the destination, because the destination can be months from now, years from now. That's not the reward I'm talking about. The reward is the feeling of satisfaction and the feeling of pride once you've completed the hard days of work. And when you're addicted to social media and all these sources of cheap dopamine, that reward will be non-existent because you're already getting your fix from other sources, cheap sources. It's like a drug. It's a quick fix, and actually working is not a quick fix. You have to work for hours each and every single day to get that reward system, to get that reward at the end of the day. But with all these cheap dopamine sources, you don't have to do that. You don't have to spend hours each and every single day. You can just wake up, pick up your phone, scroll on social media. You can open up Pornhub, you can do your thing, and that's it, So there's a lot of people have a poor reward system and they get unearned dopamine, They have this unearned dopamine. There's no reason to work hard due to it. It's unearned. They haven't worked hard. They haven't done anything. And all of this is just going to lead to a downward spiral. So what is the solution to this? In my opinion, just go cold turkey. Some would argue gradually decrease your screen time or, just gradually decrease everything that you're doing that is not good for you when it comes to instant gratification. I would just say go cold turkey. Only work and only train or be around other people, and build genuine connections. When you're not doing any of those things, just sit in a room quiet and think, reflect, and evaluate your life. Think about the next move. Think about things you can do. Create new ideas. And if you don't want to do that, read a book. Just open up a book and read it. Whatever book it may be, it's still more productive than scrolling on social media. You may think that when I'm not doing anything, I might as well, just scroll a little or watch YouTube videos or whatever. But it's not okay, because then you're still training your brain that is the reward. You can still do these things on demand, and you're not untraining your brain to do these things. That's what you need to do. Maybe when you've gone weeks and a couple months with doing this cold turkey, and you have more control over your reward system to the point where you can maybe scroll a little bit each and every single day without it affecting your psyche, then sure, go ahead and do that. But in the beginning, you need to reprogram your mind. You need to train your mind that is not the reward that we're looking for. We're not going to get our fix from cheap sources. We're actually going to work for it. Like, that's it, right? So reprogram your mind. This is how you do it, by going cold turkey. Teach your mind that rewards need to be earned. You need to earn your dopamine. You cannot get it instantly like this. That's going to screw up your life. As you do this, observe as your life improves in all areas, because it will improve. Once you do this, things will start going your way. Work will start feeling easy. You will long to do the work. You will long to wake up in the morning to sit in front of your computer and do the work. Because right now, okay, I have no other forms of stimulation when it comes to generating dopamine. So what can I do? Well, let's work. I have nothing else to do. What am I going to do? Sit on the couch and just think or read a book? Personally, I hate reading. I want to work and I want to advance my life forward. Some would argue that reading is work. I don't see reading as work. Reading is the accumulation of knowledge. It's not work. It's not really progressing your life, but it's giving you the knowledge and the tools so you can apply that to your work. So it has its benefits, but I would rather create my own experience and do the work to advance my life forward than read books. So for me, my only form of stimulation right now is either training or doing the work. And training to me is work as well. You're going to the gym, it's work, it's not fun. And that's it. So do this, go cold turkey, and watch as everything in your life improves.